Welcome everybody, my name is Misty/Konixia and this is the 5 anime of the week. If you are brand new to the series, it's very simple. We go on the website that is called My Anime List and we pick 5 anime at random of the database that is incredibly wide. Sometimes we get popular shows, most of the time we get really obscure ones, and even some rare occasion those that I do not know about. And that's the beauty of the game. So before we get into the actual part, I'm going to put a timestamp so you can skip ahead if you don't care about this. A lot of people have been asking about my background that you can see here, and they want to know how to get one like that. And the thing is, this is a software that you have to pay for. It's called Wallpaper Engine. It's on Steam, and you go on once you download the software, you can go in the database that they have on Steam and a workshop, and a lot of people create free to use. So you only pay for the software, and then each individual backgrounds is free. But if you like stuff where you can have, like this one, Hyperdimension Neptunia, where wherever you mouse, she kind of follows around, and you can also click to change her emotion. It's very cute. You got a lot of parameters that you can tweak with. It's very fun. And if you don't care about Hyperdimension Neptunia, you can switch to a lot of various ones that you can customize, like this one where I changed the text. Keeps you with the time that you can carry on. Anyway, with that being taken care of, there's also another question that a lot of people ask, is how I get the random anime button that you have, because it's not there by default on My Anime List. It doesn't exist. It is a thing called a user script. You have to add an extension on Chrome, which is called Temper Monkey, and from that one you have to go on another website where I think it's called Greasy Fork, where you go and search for the My Anime List user script. It's called a user script, and you install it with the Temper Monkey, and then that will give you the random button on the website. But you have to have the extension active of Temper Monkey, which kind of mess with the rest of the website, so you have to turn it on, turn it off, kind of deal. But with that being taken care of, we can actually go and pick the very first random anime for today, which is gonna be Classroom Crisis. Alright. This is an anime that came out, I think, I don't want to check it, spring 2016? Fuck, no, summer 2015. Classroom Crisis was a story about students studying about going into space? I saw the first episode. I didn't keep watching because it was kind of average and I had a lot of things to catch on, and it didn't really catch my attention, but I believe it gets better as the story unveil itself. So let's play the clip and we'll talk about it.
いよいよ完成ですね。
Classroom Crisis is one of those anime that if you want the first episode to tell you all about it before you make up your mind to watch it, you'll miss out on a pretty good show. The first few episodes are pretty daunting. The story begins with a class of engineers who works about creating that perfect rocket. So thick. During a test drive in space, they find Nagisa, a character with a pretty shadowy past. What begins as a cheerful classroom quickly devolves into a money-hungry power corporation that tries to pull the pieces back. There's some pretty deep level of political warfare that's going on with the corporations and the government. I give it a 7 out of 10, and since it's on crunchyroll.com/Misty, you can take some of your time to check it out. But again, I advise you give it more than just a few episodes before you make up your mind about it. So how'd you feel? You like space staff? If not, it's okay. It's okay. We got a lot of randomness we can keep pulling out, and we're gonna get Mahou Shoujo Nante Imoi Iskara second season. What is the first season? Let me check it. Let me check it quickly. It is comedy magic. It's not a show, I know. I've had enough of being a magical girl. It seems like it has an interesting premise. It's one that it aired at the beginning of the year in 2016. So you know what? This is a first. I don't know about this one. So let's play the clip. But I'll try to watch a few episodes in between so I get to know what I talk about. Let's play a clip.
Mahou Shoujo? 僕は見た。変身
Entry number 2, Mahou Shoujo nante mo ii desu kara. Alright, so turns out episodes are about 4 minutes each. It's really not too long to go through the whole season. It would take you about just shy of an hour. It does have a pretty bad rating, so I went in not really expecting it to be good, but it's pretty fucking good. So of course, to be able to enjoy it, you need to understand this is a filler anime. Some shows play on TV, but they're about 22 minutes long, plus the ads, that makes 26, leaving a gap of 3 to 4 minutes to fill. Well, that's when shows like this fits in. The premise is about an average schoolgirl who meets an alien life form who grants her the skill to become a magical girl, but her outfit is a swimsuit. That's it. There's no real plot going from one episode to another. It's comical skits that will either hit or miss, but like I said, I enjoyed it quite a lot, so I'll give it an 8 out of 10. If you want to try it out, it's on crunchyroll.com/misty as well. That's smooth self-promo.
腕輪に手を当てて解除って念じれば戻るよ。解除。
Interesting selection so far, however, I would have to say it's containing a lot of moe, so let's keep pulling the random fact. Rainbow, there we go, now we're talking my jam. Rainbow Nisha Rokubu no Chichinin. I butchered the names most often enough. Incredibly good anime. If you have anything you want to pick up out of today that you're not sure about, this will mind you, no doubt. The story is about a bunch. It's kind of set in a historical Japan. I believe it was in 1960, 1950, where people are stuck in prison, and there's a lot of bad shit going on. Watch the clip. Hopefully, it's enough to sell it to you, along with my description. But it is without a doubt one of the finest show available. So if you have not seen it and this might be something that interests you, I highly suggest you give it a shot. So play the clip.
今から寄生虫、それに凶器や禁止物を隠してないかどうかも含めて検査をするから。
Entry number 3, Rainbow Nisha Rokubu no Shichinin. So Rainbow's an anime that I've talked about on several occasions in the past, but if it's your first time hearing about it, let me try to clarify what I just highlighted earlier. The plot begins in Japan's mid-50s era. There's a prison harboring several juvie inmates who have been incarcerated for serious crimes. As they go through each episode, you can see that they try to reform themselves, but at the same time, there's some pretty scummy guards and higher up who take pleasure in torturing the prisoners. It's a very dark drama thriller that will shake you up. It humanizes the bad guys and dehumanizes what should have been the good guys. The anime is a fantastic masterpiece made by Madhouse and should be worth nothing less than a 10 out of 10, but it's not on Crunchyroll and it's pretty hard to find on DVD, so good luck.
早くしちまえ。これで俺たちを手なずけたつもりかよ。
Let's keep going. I kind of like this aspect of pulling random stuff out of a database. It's really endearing. Sainai Heroin no Sorutekata. An anime that I've talked very little about, but it is really good. This is the second season, isn't it? This is the OVA, right? No. All right. So it was the OVA of the first season. I got my shit all mixed up. Just give me a second. I'm gonna try to find the order of where it is. Okay, so that's the prequel to the prequel. Okay, I found myself. Sorry. So this is the first season. Sainai Heroin no Sorutekata. Then after that, there's the kind of the OVA, which is the thing we pulled out, and then there's a sequel after that.
沢村スペンサー・エリリ、父親がイギリス外交官のハーフお嬢様。
Entry number 4, Sainai Heroin no Sorutekata, or also known as Saikano, is a story about Tomoya, an otaku who wants to create his very own game. Unfortunately, he doesn't have that many skills to do it all by himself, so instead he requests the help of a friend, a girl, obviously, to go and write his script. He finds another girl who used to model his character after, so he can create the perfect main character in his visual novel. So all in all, it's a rom-com school slice of life story with the tiny bleeding of harem where the characters all revolve around the main guy, and you hold your breath to see who ends up with him in the end. The premise reminded me of Sakuraso no Pet Nakanajo. If you like one, you might like the other. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Oh, and FYI, this one's on Crunchyroll as well.
今度は新聞配達かい？前やってたバイトどうしたの？
レンタルショップもファミレスも続けてるよ。朝のバイトを増やしただけ。
And provided that I know how to count, this would be the final pick for today, which is gonna be Dororon enma-kun. Alright, enma-kun is... There's kind of two versions about it. There's the WTF version, and then there's the really dark version. Kikoshi Enma. Kikoshi Enma is the dark one. Yeah, that's the one. And there's also the weird one. I think it's this one, isn't it? Yes, it's this one. This is the weird one with the bees that stung the girl and she blowed up her boobs and her ass. I used it as a thumbnail once and it got really popular. You know what? I think, yeah, it's a great way to end it on, and we could talk about, because the thing is, like, whichever they gave me, I think it's this one. This one is the very old version. I don't think I'll be able to find any footage for it because it aired in 1973. But in either other case, it's kind of the same setup story with enma-kun, which is a prince of evil. I'm gonna split the clip and tell you a little bit about both versions, which this one is kind of comedy action demons, and the other one is really dark and gore.
諦めなよ。なんなの？私に一体。用事も恨みもね。
And finally, entry number 5, Kikoshi Enma, or Dororon enma-kun Mera Mera. Like I said, there's two variants when you want to go about this show. The Demon Prince Enma is a grim horror story, 4 episodes long. It's an OVA targeted towards adult. You got blood, gore, nudity. It's a really shocking story about a folklore demon. After some demons escape from the underworld, Enma the Flame Prince is sent to take control back. That's the dark one, and it's worth a solid 7 out of 10. And then on the other side, you got the WTF acid brain trip that is the light-hearted version. I use quotation mark heavily on that statement. Same premise, except not as dark and comedy focus. It's got its highs and lows, mostly lows, but it also ends up with scenes that make you want to stab your brain through the eyes. I think they call it lobotomy. It's appalling. It's like watching a train wreck. It's so... but I can't... Oh jeez, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Not because it's good, really not because it's good, but because you have to see what the fuck is going on in this anime to get my poor explanation. Jesus, it's weird.
しばらくそうしてなさい。ダメだこれ。
So normally this is where it would end today, but it is the time for the sponsor, which is Akibento. You guys are familiar with it if you've been around my channel. I do these about once a month, and it is very simple. I open the box, I show you what's inside, and you decide whether or not you want to get one. If you do, you can use the link in my description. It's gonna get you to the website where you can order one of these bad boys like that. A month or two ago, we got this shirt in it. Let's see which shirt is gonna be in this one. Isn't that the dog from Kuroko no Basket? I think so. It's a tiny sushi. It's a tiny sushi dog of Kuroko no Basket. The same guy as the other one. Oh, another Akibento exclusive. The Scissor Blade, isn't it? From Kill la Kill. Attack on Titan, No Regret. I think it's a spin-off story about Levi. A little patchwork that you can put on your, if you sew. I do not. The shirt, it is black. I like black shirts. Oh, that's really cool. This is based on Free, I believe so, where they swim. It's very clean, very simple. So again, if you want to get your very own Akibento box, you can do so by getting it on the links down below in the description. So thank you so much for watching today's video. Really appreciate it, your patience with me sorting the things at the beginning. If you watched that, I appreciate it. If you skipped through it, that's all cool. I hope you're gonna come back next week. We're gonna do another round of those because honestly it's my favorite type of video to do on my channel, so I try to keep them going. I do have a Guess the Anime that is being currently edited. I thank you for your patience. It takes a lot of time to have them all sorted out and then do the research to find out if I'm right or not. So I appreciate your patience on that too. And until then, I see you at the end of the week with the top 10, which is gonna be the top worst. I haven't done one of those in forever, so can't wait to see the backlash on that bitch. So thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you soon. Take care.
I've been through the hard times, I've been on the wrong side, I've been ashamed. So many memories, you know I'd like to change.